Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. The Ooni of Ife's rod, when tradition is challenged, I will lay curses on anyone who tries to influence Queen Naomi's ritual negatively. This is what we are hearing. No, it is not a small something. The lion does not roar unless it has seen a threat to its kingdom. Yes, so that is an African adage that is meant for the story. Now, it is not a small thing, no. Now, with the information that we got, it is looking as if there's been a lot of effort to influence the ritual negatively. And it is also looking at it as though it is because of this effort that ritual is becoming really cumbersome for Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi to, go through it. Now, the ritual, like I said earlier, was supposed to happen in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Now, here is the story that the storyteller brought before the council of chiefs. Okay, now, in the interest of those who do not know, now, in the royal family, there is something called the storyteller. So, if people are about to marry, and if it is not so clear, or the girl wants to know a thing, or the boy wants to know a thing, they usually would refer them to the person that is called the storyteller. It's usually an old man who has passed through, double generations and knows history very, very well. Now, they said there is a man called Baba Taye Odua, okay? Now, Baba Taye Odua is a storyteller for the royal family. And so, Baba Taye Odua has come to tell them a story of something that happened many, many generations ago on how, a woman, was married to a prince of the source, and then the prince had made a mistake of, being friends with another girl outside, and the wife found out that the prince had an affair with this other girl outside. The wife got angry, and she was very angry with the prince. And because the wife became so angry with the prince stopped seeing that girl outside. And because the prince stopped seeing the girl outside, the girl got really upset, and they framed this prince's wife up. When they framed the wife up, Prince drove the wife out of her matrimonial home with his hands, okay? Now, when Prince drove the wife, the gods were with the wife because one thing about them, royalty and virginity, okay? When a king marries a girl who is pure, a girl who is a virgin, a man has not touched and all of that, and they said the reason why Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi, their connection is so strong is because Naomi went through 13 rituals, 13 rituals. And no woman, no wife in the life of Ooni of Ife has gone through that 13 ritual. Now, there's one of these 13 rituals that has to do with total submission and commitment, okay? Now, and that it is during this 13 ritual that they put that thing that they used to put, is it mangu and magu? They did that one, or even that one, all is still inside. It's a thread, they say it's still inside Queen Naomi's body. And so you see all of those people who were saying during the time that Naomi had this, misfortune and she was incarcerated, a lot of people have come out to say the reason why that could have happened to Olori Naomi was if she had opened up with due respect to some other man. But that is not even possible. You know why? Because if that thing is in Naomi's body, there is no way Naomi would have been able to do something like that. Okay, besides, she has too much dignity to even want to do that. But that's not the bone of contention here. They said that girl had gone through, that the gods were with that girl. Now, when they pushed that girl out, the girl inside started trying to come in. And the girl succeeded though. The girl came in. The girl bore the first child, the girl bore the second child, the girl, and bore the third child, a girl. And then, these children started being sick after years. They said it took 7 years. That judgment for the gods takes 7 years. Sometimes it takes 4 years. Other times it takes 7 years. It took 7 years. 7 years, things started happening, and this woman became so ill, and the woman, almost died. And so they had to call the person, that girl that they had done evil to, the one they set up and threw out. And it was a girl who came when they started doing that medicine to resuscitate this woman. It was that girl that had to come and take the medicine with her hand and put on the woman. Then the woman regained consciousness, and after everything, they had to nullify the marriage. They pushed her out, but they left the daughters in. So when, because the man was the one who asked the woman to go, in the royal family, they now asked that the woman should come back into her matrimonial home. They had to do this ritual that they're about to do right now. Now, that girl came from a very big family, right? And so they did this thing that they're about to do. That the ritual is supposed to happen in the palace, but they will take it inside the forest where they know that it's going to be very cumbersome for anybody to go to that. That the storyteller, okay, was telling them that they should not allow that repeat itself again because things did not end well. Because eventually, because the family continued to struggle and give this girl inside more pain, they said that girl eventually became sick again and she died. That is the other one. So the storyteller now told them this story, that this ritual that he does not understand when it became a taboo for them to do such ritual inside the palace, why they must take the ritual to the sacred forest of Odua. That if they are insisting that that ritual be taken to the sacred forest of Odua, that he will want to think that they are doing it deliberately so that the girl, that is Olori Naomi, does not succeed. So that is the point that a lot of people are raising. Is this a deliberate attempt? Is the main custodian, the lead custodian, a part of this? Is it a part of this? Is this a deliberate attempt to ensure that Naomi does not succeed? This ritual does not go so that they can continue to keep Naomi out. And so, after that story was told, Kabiyesi now woke up from what we are hearing, if the information is true, and he made mention of the fact that he's going to lay, curse on everybody, whoever will stand in the way of Olori Naomi performing her ritual and returning back to her matrimonial home. That he has a daughter, and right now he's got daughters. So they said Ooni was very furious. Like, he is saying that if there is anybody who is working hard to ensure that, he does not reconcile with his wife, that he will curse, he will do whatever he needs to do, that he will do whatever, that let it continue, that this time he is not taking, things the way he used to take things, that this is a very serious situation for him. He is not going to spare anybody, whoever that person is, that will want to start in the way between himself and Olori Naomi. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, speculated information making the rounds on social media. Should not be seen as fact, as they are all unverified information.